This is PVTAEROCK, and we're back for another sort of a Clash Clans Builder Base Let's Play. And I'm sorry for not uploading the past few days. I've been away, I have not been home, I have not been able to record, but I am back now, so I'm going to be recording as usual. Again, that happens. I sadly have a life, so I go out, and usually if I'm out in the morning time is when I like recording, and if I'm out between like 8 a.m. and like 2 p.m. then usually a video doesn't get made because I usually won't record unless like I really need to get an episode out. But either way, semantics aside, we are back for another episode, and today I have replays for you to show because I have been busy attacking. The thing is I like keeping busy, and so I will attack when I have the chance on this account. So I had attacked already. This was earlier, and I want to show you some replays. I also have a base build to do, so we are going to do the base build after I show you guys the replays. Here's the thing, I want you guys to comment down below, do you guys prefer replays, or do you guys prefer live attacks? So I'll do the attacks in real time, win, lose, whatever happens. I mean, I will probably only show the wins though, because those are the interesting ones. The loses are not interesting at all. It's just me getting, you know, my arse pushed in. But do you guys prefer live attacks, or do you guys prefer replays? It's easier for me with a replay, but I understand if you guys like live attacks. Just let me know down in the comments. I appreciate your feedback either way. Let's get into some replays, and then after this replay we're gonna do a base build. I want to say one thing though, this base that I currently have up has been treating me very well. I've only lost like a handful of attacks in the past few days, but I mean, you know, I think it's time for a change up, but I'm going to keep this base anyways because it's a good base. And one other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start upgrading something, and I think we should start upgrading our I want to say our defenses, but I don't know, maybe the elixir collector, gold mine. I feel like we should get these going up so we can just increase our production. So I think what I'll do is I'll upgrade this elixir collector first, and then I'll start working on other stuff like this gold mine, this elixir collector, and hopefully I'll have all those upgraded to level 5 by the next episode. I'm also going to boost it just to make sure it's going as fast as it can. Now let's get into our replays so I can show you how I did on offense and how they did on defense. Alright, so this base I've actually seen before, and I have tested it out using it as a defense base. I have 2 accounts. I've tested this base out. It does not work always very well against ground troops. It works very well against air troops, and I knew that, but I love dragons so much, so I just said screw it, I'm sending it anyways. And it's a very good defensive base. It's honestly one of the top rated defensive bases that I've seen for Builder Hall 5, but again, I couldn't be bothered, so I just wanted to try out my dragons, and in the end they served me well. So dragons are able to take out a lot of the space. Sadly though, they do not make it to the town hall compartment. If I had like one more set of drags, one more army camp of drags, I would have made it to the town hall compartment, and I might have even taken out the town hall, but sadly that did not happen this episode. So we're going to end my portion with a 46%. To match that 46% though, we have this guy who took 2 minutes to attack. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to speed up the crap out of this because he took his sweet time. Because he didn't know how to attack this base. It's a weird base design. It's not really something you see very often. So okay, so he drops his giants in the corners. Alright, then he drops his giants and barbs like all in together. Then he drops his archers around it. I would have dropped the archers in to take out some stuff and then giants and barbs, but that's your preference. Basically his archers are able to take out some of the outside buildings, but for the most part it's over. 26%, he has his battle machine, and that's it. And let's see what his battle machine does. Alright, starts going around the outside, gets hit by everything, and dies a slow and painful death. Rest in peace, battle machine. Thank you for the win. Alright, this next attack was actually a very good attack, and also I want to apologize right now, just in case I sound a little bit weird. Again, I'm a little bit sick. It seems every time I record a video, every single morning, I am a little bit sick, but for some reason, that's just the way it is. But either way, this attack was amazing. I kind of just threw everything in just to see what would happen, and it honestly worked out in my favor. So what I wanted to do was take out these 2 archer towers. Once I take out the archer towers, it's kind of free reign on the town hall. I know there's also the firecrackers, but the firecrackers are not an immediate threat. At least I was able to get rid of this firecracker right away. So that's only 1 firecracker that's going to be laying into my dragons. So I have this 1 dragon going in, doing some heavy damage. And look what happens here. Boom, boom, boom. So right as he takes out the town hall, we were able to, or the firecrackers took him down. And that town hall, taking out that town hall, was what gave me the 52% 2-star. If I did not take out that town hall, I would have had a 49% no star. So that was insane. Thank you, Firecracker, for taking your sweet time. Alright, this attack was another interesting attack. It was a little bit of a longer one. It wasn't as long as the other one. But either way, so this guy's dropping in archers all around the base. He still has his giants and bombers left over, but you'll see what happens with those in just a second. I'll speed it up ×2. So he sends in his giants on the side thinking, oh, the giants are going to walk in. Yeah, that's not going to work. He thought the giants were going to walk in, but that is not what happened. The giants ended up getting taken out by the Crusher. That's GG. Now his battle machine is getting taken down by the rest of the troops along with the multi-mortar. And now all that's left are his 2 bombers and his archer, and those go down post-haste very quickly, very easily. This base destroyed him. Alright, on this last attack right here, I'm actually going to show his perspective first, because I just want to show you how he did compared to how I did, because I felt pretty damn good about my attack on this base. But his attack was a little bit less than par. So he's doing archer, barbs, and obviously his battle machine. He dropped them in trying to take out as much as possible. I understand that. I do the same thing. The only problem being with that is that there is, like, he dropped them all in. He didn't even have a tank. So none of his troops were getting, like, damage soaked up for it. And, you know, it was just, all the troops were just dying. He should have dropped in the battle machine first, then the barbs, then the archer, and then, or sorry, the battle machine, then the archer, then the barbs. That would have been impressive, and he probably would have done better than a 46% on this base. Alright, again, I say this attack I was quite impressed with, considering he was also a Builder Hall 6. The only thing, I don't believe he had a roaster yet, so that also saved me a lot. But either way, we did a great job. I dropped in the battle machine first because I wanted to take out as much as I can in the way, because I wanted to get rid of the firecrackers and see if I could do the other firecrackers. It was a difficult task, but we're able to manage it nevertheless. So I have my baby dragon just going in because, again, I want to get rid of those firecrackers as soon as possible. Those firecrackers, those arch tower, those things are my main enemy right now. The baby dragon goes directly for the firecrackers. The other baby dragon goes for the arch tower, taking it out perfectly, no complaints. I drop in the baby dragon from the other side to try and take out that archer tower. That is so far going swimmingly. I don't know why. Oh, the firecrackers was shooting the other baby dragon, so there's that. This baby dragon's going around the outside. This baby dragon is going directly for the town hall, which is perfect and exactly what I want. This baby dragon is now going for the firecrackers, but it is not going to be able to take it out. Very, very close. I wanted this baby dragon to go for the firecrackers, but instead it went for the lab. The other one went for the town hall, and then this baby dragon, and they both end up going for the crusher. Now, they were, I think I don't know how one of them, the firecrackers went down right there, but they did either way. I'm not going to question it. I thought they were both attacking the crusher, but either way, so we're able to get 64% so far. There's still stuff alive, still stuff going. We're able to take out the guard post for 67%. We're able to take out the cannon for 70%. We're able to take out the multi-mortar, I believe, for 73% on this base. Not bad. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 would face that base again. Loved it. Thank you very much for that win. Alright, guys. Now here is going to be the best part of this episode, or at least in my opinion the best part. We are going to do a base build. This base build is insanely difficult and will take some time. And you may say, well, why is that? Because I made this base. I didn't make it. I found it. So I'm not taking credit for it because I did not make this base. You know, forewarning. If I could find the thing I found where it was, I would, but I can't re-find it because it's so goddamn difficult. And it was only one place I found it. But either way, I found the space. It works. It's amazing. And it doesn't work every time. Some people on my other account have gotten 100% on it. But I'm going to say 95% of the time they get either a 0-star or a low 1-star. Like 50% on the dot 1-star. So we'll see what happens. We're going to do this base. If it doesn't work out well, then we won't use it. But when I used it on my other account, it worked perfectly. And I'm in like 2,200 something on my other account. And so far it's working fine. I'm still going up in trophies. Very, very slow to go down. Alright, so let's get into it right now. I will see you guys in a little bit. Enjoy the music, enjoy the fast forward, and I will see you guys when we're done.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go? We are forever learning, one step at a time. As long as the world is turning, I'll be by your side. We'll keep the fire burning, I'll never see you hurt. You know I can't explain it in a way of words. We both know that you'll understand, and you'll see if you take my hand. And I'll go out of my own way for you. I'll go out of my own way.
Alright guys, so this is what the base will look like when you are finished. Mind you, I will show you just with walls if you want to just do the walls. The walls are kind of confusing, you know, and it takes a little bit of getting used to, but I've already done this once, so, you know, I have a little bit more experience with that. But they're kind of confusing, but, you know, it works out. Here's the scout view, just in case you want to see that without traps. And all in all I can say is again, I haven't shown you any replays of this base, but I promise you that it does work. Let me actually see if I can get a quick replay up on my other account, just so you can see it. Alright, so there is a replay of this base I just threw in. So, we're going to hit replay here. And I just want to show you how this base defends. I'll explain it and go a little bit more in depth in just a moment. But I sped it up ×2 already, so I was trying to show how this guy attacked. Mind you, you can attack from the bottom or the top, doesn't really matter. What this is, though, is it's a southern teaser base. If you guys know what a southern teaser is a base that's open at the bottom, and usually a lot of it is exposed. But here's the thing, you have these big buildings in the front to protect from your town hall getting got, and if they go in through the top, then they're going through a gauntlet of defenses. And when they get to your town hall, they still have to attack 2 double cannons, and if it's dragons or something, they have to attack firecrackers. So all in all, it's a good defensive base. And as you can see, they're going around, especially this guy. See, some of them got in, but they're still just being taken out by everything in the end. And by the time the builder, the battle machine got there, it was already taken out. All in all, a lot of these attacks just can't. The base itself is made to divert a heavy attack. As you can see, the battle machine walked around. Or if you go from the bottom up, the max you might get is a 1-star if you push really hard. But if you don't push really hard and you take your time, you're not going to get anywhere. This base is a base where you have to go all in, or you're not going to win. And that's how a lot of people try and attack this base, is they try and do it strategically. There really isn't much strategy to this base. It's going all in, or you're probably going to lose. Either way, though, this base design is awesome. I have used it on my other account, and I have gained, 200-something trophies in the last few days, because I just wanted to test it and make sure it worked before I showed you guys. I don't want to show you guys a crappy base, but again, you guys might have different experiences with it, and that's okay. But for me, this base works fine. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like down below. If you really enjoyed, please subscribe. And also, guys, let me know live attacks or replays. I prefer replays, but if you guys prefer attacks, like doing live attacks, then that is what I'll do. Thank you guys so much. This has been PVTAEROCK. Have a great day, and peace out.